Welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor Schneider and I am Awakened Medium. On this channel, I hope to inspire, I hope to create, and I hope to become just as all of you who are tuning in. May everybody find great belief within themselves as they become all that they were born to be. And may I hold this platform for everybody who is ready to show up and make a change. Welcome and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, so fun. If you're watching this video as a video, I have a beach background because my background in my office sucks today. It's just a lot of shit behind me. So the beach was calling, so that's my background today. I have tuned in today because the collective has been dealing with some severe discomfort through the summer months, and we're really only just getting started. So I feel like I need to come on, make a little pod for you about energy and connection and understanding what's happening in this corruption we're all going through. So, okay, we are going through this great awakening. I mean, for a long period of time. It doesn't just happen overnight. We're talking about the entire consciousness shifting and upgrading, and that there is a shift happening within all of us as individuals, but also in this collective energy. And so 2024 is really just the beginning of the shift. We're going to go through this all the way to 2026. And it's all about everything needs to kind of surface, climax, fall apart, and then be recreated. So we're deep in all of this right now. Everybody's feeling it, especially as individuals. A lot of clients are coming or calling 911 to me. What the heck's going on? I don't know how to get through this. And so that's why I came on today is I want to remind you guys about energy. Everything is made of energy. And this dimensional shift and this collective waking up and transforming into these higher vibrational states, this 5D consciousness, all happens not from a physical, but from an energetic vibrational level. So if you're somebody who's never tapped into energy, well, we're in the new age of energy and you need to tune into that. Energy is our first language. It's the first exchange that happens with any conversation, with every person we encounter, with every situation we're a part of. There's an energetic exchange. Energy guides us with every decision we make. We feel the energy, and that feeling often helps us make our decisions. Now, we're not always good at listening to the feeling with bigger things, but with small things like, do I feel like eating toast or cereal? Well, what's my feeling? Tell me, right? We tap into that for the simple things, but the big things in our life, we often go, well, logically, this is what I feel like I need to do because this makes the most sense in my finances or with this relationship or this current situation that I'm in. Perfect. You can go with the logical ways of thinking, but logically isn't going to get you into what you want, what you desire, where you're meant to go energetically. If energy is the guidance and energy is always showing up, we need to listen to the energy to guide us into our future, to guide us into the next right step, to guide us in these big decisions we're making right now that's going to influence and impact our future selves. Now, if energy is our guide and we need to turn the volume up on energy and turn the volume down on the logical thinking, then you need to approach life and these situations in your life differently. Not what should I do from a logical standpoint, but how do I feel in this moment? How does this situation feel in this moment? How does this situation feel moving forward with this decision? Like you really got to listen to how you feel because energy talks, but in a different way than our logical mind communicates. Okay. Energy is a feeling, energy is a sensation, energy is an inner knowing, energy is your intuition. But we're often creating so much pressure as to what can I visually see? And if I can't see it, I don't believe it. But energy communicates through feeling. And so you need to tap more into your senses. What do I feel in this moment? What do I feel in this decision I'm trying to make? What do I think? What do I smell? What do I taste? What can I envision within myself as I ask myself these questions? Energy talks, but is our human listening? That's the real question. So, if you approach life more with becoming more aware of your energy, then you need to start your day checking in on your own energy field. Have I done my own energetic maintenance? Am I in the highest vibrational state to begin my day? And that doesn't mean, am I all happy and go lucky and joyful? That means, have I tuned into myself? Have I done any energy repair? Have I done any, letting go, any surrendering, any deep breaths to help me feel better, to help welcome in a different form of energy if there's stagnancy in my body, right? And it's just simple check-ins of like, how do I feel in this moment? Okay, I feel a little floaty, a little all over the place. Perfect. I'm going to place my feet flat on the ground. I'm going to take a grounding breath. I'm going to push all the energy into the earth. I'm going to ground myself like a tree, rooted for the day. Perfect. I'm also feeling a bit vulnerable today. Okay, I'm going to expand my energy. I'm going to take my deep breath now and I'm going to expand my light body out outside of myself, protecting myself, calling in the energy, the vibration I'm ready to experience for the day. I'm going to get clear on my intentions so that I can have a successful day because that's what I've called in to my energetic field of existence. Now, these are things you can do just starting your day, but then throughout your day, like, have I tapped into my energy? Okay, I've had a lot of conversations. I've seen a lot of clients. I've endured a lot of problems today. Have I cut my cords from any of this energy? Have I become aware that there's even any energy I need to release in this moment? Has the energy that I've taken on from the external world become my internal world? Probably. And that's what's creating the overwhelm and the chaos you're feeling. So, just how do I feel in this moment? And is this energy mine? Can allow you to just take a deep breath, exhale, let it go. Sometimes when we cut cords, you might feel like you want to clap your hands, run your palms over your body, simply use a little spray, or just set the intention. Okay, with this breath, I'm letting go. I'm cutting cords. I'm sending that energy back to the sender or out to the consciousness because none of us need to feel this, right? So energy is our first language, but we now need to learn how to work with energy, which is in its simplest, most natural forms. This is information we know, but we've gotten lost. We've ran away from this information, but it's what we need to know to come back together, to pull ourselves back together, to understand this dimensional shift we're all going through. 3D consciousness is where we've been living for years and years of this life. And it's all about fear-based energy. It's all about negativity. It's all about power used in mostly the wrong way. And as long as we live in this 3D consciousness, we feel very limited and not connected to any higher energy. Now, the advancement into from three-dimensional living to five-dimensional living is more about unconditional love, tuning into our energetic fields, becoming aware of energy, allowing energy to guide us, that intuitive sense to become a part of who we are. Energy is our first language. So fifth dimensional living is where we really belong. We should have never left that place. But we did due to the human programming and the conditioning. We have lowered our frequencies to live in this third dimension, which is all fear-based. And so if we're all craving something more, something greater, something better, then we need to all tune into our energy fields to ramp it up, to amp it up, to get into that fifth dimensional state. And that's all about listening to your intuition, letting the energy guide you, showing up more energetically aware throughout your day. Awareness is our greatest guide. Like when we tune into our energetic fields and the energy that coexists outside of ourselves and within ourselves, when we actually become aware of how much energy is initiating everything that's going on in our everyday lives, that awareness can upgrade us into that fifth dimensional living, into a space of more unconditional love, into a place of we don't care about the drama anymore. We don't care about what's happening so much in that person's life because we're focused on our own self. We're focused on our own energy. We understand that we are the navigation system to our realities we desire to live. And what we're investing in is really giving us the results to where we're going and what we're going to co-create in this lifetime. So if energy is the base of who we are, then we need to start to speak in an energetic way to upgrade into this new dimensional state of being. And that's what's happening, which is also creating this disruption because in our lives, not everybody's upgrading with us. That doesn't mean they're not eventually going to follow along, but that means it's going to kind of create a bit of conflict. And you're going to have to learn that it's okay that not everybody sees life the way you see it. It's okay that not everybody's as aware as you are. It's okay that some people are still journeying through this 3D dimensional living and fear-based stuff. It's all a part of each individual's journey and experience. And the only thing that you can focus on is your own journey and experience, your own levels of upgrading and activations and new vibrations that you get to enter as you focus more on the energetic being that you are. Now, the reason we are so in tune with energy, and it's because it's our first language, is because we were an energy before we were physical, before we were a physical body. Planet Earth is really only our temporary stopping point. We're only here to visit. We're only here to help shake up, wake up, and move on, right? So the base of who we are is a soul. And so even in this body that we find ourselves in, it can feel so uncomfortable. It can feel like we don't belong here. Like it can feel conflicting, this energy in this dimension. And that's because in on planet Earth, this is only a temporary stop. This is only a place we're visiting to help with this great awakening, but we are not here to stay forever. We do not belong here. We all belong elsewhere. We all come from many lifetimes, many experiences, many different origins, and it's normal to feel like we're in an uncomfortable place because we are. We do not belong here energetically. We're only here to just embrace this physical human experience. And when we can see it from like that kind of awareness, from that broad spectrum, then we start to learn that really this is only just a temporary stop in our ever evolving soul's journey and soul's experience. And we're only here to learn and grow and become even more to take with us along the rest of our travels, the rest of our experiences. So the more you connect to energy, the more you connect to your origin, where you originate, who you really are, the depths of your soul, even past lives, the different things you've endured that make sense to why you're experiencing what you're experiencing currently in these experiences, in these journeys. I always say when things are really conflicting us or really harsh or we're not healing very easily, there's lessons, there's teachings. Sometimes it's about calling our energy back within and just asking ourselves, where does this wound originate from? Is it from this lifetime? Is it from a previous life? Is this a wound that still hasn't been healed? And is this why it's coming forward in my physical reality so that I can heal it once and for all, so that I can change the patterning or the repetition of this experience? I have had a backache all summer. I rotated a disc or had a herniated disc in my back, and it's directly attached to my sacral chakra and directly attached to where I've obviously miscarried my baby this spring and summer and the surgery I had to go through due to it. And so I've done a lot of wound healing and a lot of learning that this comes from past lives, that this is the baby I've lost before, that this is a cord that keeps me connected to the non-physical realms, wanting this baby, desiring this connection. And I had it, and then it felt like it was lost or taken from me. And so this is like open wound healing that I have to recognize and become aware of and sit in that feeling, sit in the discomfort of the suppressed of all the emotions that not only happened from this lifetime, but from those previous lifetimes that this has occurred and heal it once and for all. So I don't need to go through this experience again. And so often our greatest wounds and the hardest things that come forward and the hardest things to heal are our greatest lessons and our greatest teachings. But we're always doing it from a physical standpoint. Even myself, it was like, okay, going to the chiro, going to physio, going for the massage, and all those things help. And I'm still doing those things. But I'm also doing a lot of the spiritual energy, energetic, emotional work because this is deep pain that resides deep within me, deep within my soul. And this isn't just pain I'm experiencing from this lifetime, but from many lifetimes. So, whatever you're going through, if you're going to start to tune into your energy and you're going to start to become aware that energy is our first language, then you have to start to ask yourself, like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I currently going through this experience? What am I not seeing? What is the teaching? What is the lesson? There's so many hidden messages that connect us deeper within our origin, deeper within our self, deeper within our past self, our present self, our future self, our higher self, as we start to question what we are feeling, question the different energies that are taking place, um, and question just what's taking place in this transformation. They talk about, as we're up leveling from 3D to 5D, that we all have to let go and surrender the old baggage. And so each of us are going through this transformational time of shedding to become and letting go and creating space. We can't carry all the baggage from the past into the present and the future. And so as we're going through these upgrades, so many of us are shedding so much of the old. And some of it doesn't even make sense to us until we tune into it. And so for myself, I'm definitely going through that period of time of shedding, of healing, revealing, recognizing this baggage, this old weight of energy that I didn't even know I was carrying, and recognizing it's not of my highest good anymore. So, tips for this meditation usually is your best way of just like starting to go into that meditative state. There's different meditations you can do, different guided meditations. I definitely have my subscription that guides you through so many of these experiences to heal the wound, to reveal the wound, to move through it. Um, but also just become more in tune with your energy right now. Starting each day in tune and aware of your energy, aware of your energy field, grounding yourself, getting more intentional with your life, expanding your energy, expanding your aura, and just seeing how that helps turn up your awareness in your everyday life, in all the energy exchange that takes place in your everyday life. And it might invite you into transforming your energy a little bit, into showing up a little bit differently to gain different results, getting more clear with those intentions, more clear with your energy and the way you're choosing to show up. I know that I was never grounded in my life. I used to show up never grounded, never feeling centered, never feeling balanced. And now if I'm not feeling grounded, like I will not leave my house. I will pull out my tools, everything I know to do the work so that I can feel grounded. I don't like to leave in a vulnerable state anymore because energy is the highest currency we have, our greatest invitation into our transformation. It is, energy is everything. Even the money we exchange, we often think that money is the thing that's going to navigate our life, but it's actually the energy. Because if we're in a higher energy, we're going to get higher experiences, which means, larger exchanges. So when we look at money as something, as a physical thing, if we start to see it as an energetic thing, when we start to get money and receive money and ask for money and, pay our debts and all that sort of thing, we start to do it from an energetic standpoint, which is more enlightening, which is higher vibrational than how we used to see it from a fear-based level of, oh, I just got this. Now I have to pay this. Oh my God, am I ever going to get this back? Right? That's our old way of fearful thinking, fear-based energy even around money. So think of all the things in your life that you approach from a 3D level of consciousness, from a fear-based level of consciousness. How can we shift this? Even the relationships in your life. Do you approach this from a low vibration, from a place of fear and lack, or from a high vibration of, I'm deserving, I welcome this forward, this is my boundaries and my expectations? Do we get clear on the intention of the energy we're calling forward, or are we calling for the same old energy because it's always what we've received, and that's just what we expect from the fear-based energy we've lived in. Maybe. So moving forward from this podcast, I hope it inspires you to approach your energy different, use your energy as your greatest invitation, as your highest currency, and see how your approach to energy can shift and transform every situation and experience that you are a part of. Take care, everybody. All the best. Thank you for tuning in to Awakening Within with myself, Taylor Schneider. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like, share, and subscribe. If you are interested in working with me at a deeper soul level, visit my website, awakenmedium.com, and see if there's a course or possibly one of my subscriptions that feels called to you. My subscriptions are community-based, helping you grow and become in all ways possible, as well as guiding you through deep levels of meditation